going on? I've been missing you guys. I've been praying, and I have my first tarot reading that I'm doing. It's about an 18-year-old girl that met an earth angel, and then she realized it was too late. And it's a pretty sad story. But it's worth saying. I mean, it's for her. It'll help change her. That's what I'm thinking. It's gonna help her to see things in a better perspective. Let's put it that way. But once again, it's about an 18-year-old girl that met an earth angel, but she chose other third parties over him, did betrayals, backstabbing, a whole bunch of different, like getting pregnant, a whole bunch of stuff like that with another man. She was married when she met him, but didn't tell him. She was also bisexual. She didn't know if she loved men in that way because of how she was treated as a child. Not any fault of her own, obviously. Yeah. She has a very beautiful heart for people. She just, like in this picture, since she was treated the way she was by her father and her brother and her mother and her aunt, her older auntie, that's what she called her, auntie. And she, there's no way I should know that. I mean, come on. I don't live there, so. Yeah, and then there's a story of betrayal of a man she met. Other than the Earth Angel, she did the same betrayal to him as well. And it was Calmer Wires all by herself, getting it. Going down these roads, these bumpy roads where there's some water she could fall into, but she doesn't. She makes the right choices. And she's led to the steps of life. To the heavenlies. She finally gets it. But yeah, she gets it, and then she goes up the steps. But see, the bad thing's in the reverse, though. See? Wait, you can see that? Let me make sure I'm showing that. That's better, right? So I just want you to see the picture of what I'm seeing. The steps represent where the beginning of the steps represent when you're going down them steps or up the steps, but since she's in the reverse, it'll be more down instead of actually up. She basically goes the opposite way of the teachings of the heavenly teachings. It's basically a dark art. You don't want to know this. This is like black magic, sex magic, astral projection. What's what, Grandpa? Like voodoo dolls, where you get them from. It's not from America. You have to actually go over a continent to an ancient place where they have their true voodoo masters. Well, she tested this earth angel in the story, right? And she found that one badass earth angel. She's like, nah, I'm not testing him no more. Hell nah, that man's crazy. That's what I see in this story so far, is she tested this earth angel that she met. He was an older man. Yeah, he was an older dude, but she was like real conflicted about him because she was like, man, I love this person, but I don't know how to tell him because he's always in the light. He's always doing things the right way. Like, he's always eating right. He's always working out. He's always singing around me. That's what the story I've seen. This earth angel was singing to her the new song he was coming up with. There was a new song that he was inventing that he was going to sing, and that he knew would make him famous or something, or he knew he was a child of God. He was a prophet. Yeah, he's a prophet from the east. They're gonna do some prophetic things, and they're gonna shine a light where there should have been the light been showing the whole time. That's what this picture's showing. That's this 18-year-old girl I'm talking about. And she starts off as a king, but in the reverse. That's some scary. I'm gonna be straight. That's some scary shit. Right? Damn, yeah, that much knowledge, and you gonna trip and be in the, in the reverse. Like, damn, that's some deadly ancient arts. And so you mean to tell me this Earth Angel wrecked you and shit, and you're that badass? And I wouldn't mess with that Earth Angel ever again. How am I collective? Yeah, that sounds like that's a you problem on that part. That's what he was thinking too. That's what that Earth Angel was looking at me saying, man, does it look like I was phased by this? And I could tell he's an Earth Angel too. All right. Well, let's see. As you attain your knowledge, you're still in the reverse, and you dabbled in some crazy ass voodoo, sex magic, and whole bunch of sex magic and more sex magic. Jeez, that's a whole lot of stuff. Well, 555 on the clock. Just sometimes that's something that you need to know about the angels that are. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, because Archangel Michael. Man, that took a long time. They're looking at it like, when you gonna talk about me? I was like, oh my bad. But yeah, Archangel Michael is here. Obviously, Gabriel, Ariel. They're all here. So, and I cleansed my area. This is definitely a safe spot to be at if you want to hear what's going on. So that's up to you. I'm just doing this for the Father in heaven, for me personally. I did all my meditation, asked for this download. This is what he showed me. So yeah. But yeah, she's right at the end of that part of it. She's learning, she's gaining knowledge. She's definitely a master now, but she's using it in the wrong way because she has the One of Pinnacle. But how do you say that? How am I saying that wrong? The King of Pentacles. Oh, sorry, she's a King of Pentacles. So that means she has all 10, I believe. Yeah, she has all 10. And she has the crown of life. And she's following the Father. She's following the ancient arts, the ancient ways. She realizes that my thoughts are supposed to be your thoughts, and then your thoughts are supposed to be my thoughts. It's an ancient wisdom that he teaches her. But he's looking at her, but you can learn now. Why don't you do it now? It's all these cards don't lie. Any tarot reader that reads that will know that this card doesn't lie. If you start off as a king, and that's the first card I'm pulling on you, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, okay, well, let's see how the story goes. So far, I can already pretty much dictate there's gonna be a pretty good life, but whole lot of nastiness, something, just a whole lot of black arts and voodoo crap and all the stuff that goes with it. And then you're gonna go into the Hangman. That's the next card already. Damn. So you was really meditating on that. You was like, I'm a king, and I know this shit. So you knew your worth. He was like, I know who I am, motherfucker. And this is at like, we're gonna go with, I would say, that looks like a young girl. I would say approximately. Let's see. Okay, what is showing me, Grandpa? Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Approximately 7 years old. I'm gonna go with 7. I think I'm seeing 7 in that. 7. Yeah, I'm going with 7. Yeah, okay, Grandpa. Yeah, my pops here, all my ancestors are here. Shout out. Shit, couldn't be doing this without them teaching me this ancient art. This is bad, and I'm also shaman too. I'm a healer, so this is definitely a good place to be. If someone tries to attack us while we're like, say, someone tries to come into my reading, please. I'm gonna definitely break them down. Anyway, I'm just confident with that. I'm just being honest. Okay, we're in the hangman position, in the just chilling pose. She's chilling. It's in the upright. Or no, wait. Yeah, it's in the upright. There's all this calm, all this meditation, all this getting close to the ancient arts and being chill, getting into nature, just chilling. Just nothing swaying you. Nothing's like. But this was at 7 years of age, though. It's a young girl. That's a young girl right there. Yeah, she's doing great. Shit. And then boom, she figured out she was the high priestess. What the dude? Okay, look, the cars don't lie, right? I mean, we know the cars don't lie, so. Oh, y'all know I be tapping my cards, right? Just I did it again, so you just saying. Card didn't change, right? See? You know, if I was lying, if I tap that card and change, but bro, something's not right. But, see, you saying you're right. Because I know it might be a little hard to see, but I'm just showing it. The high priestess. Man, now that story's looking great. This is a person that's confident, man, straight up at the age of, because the last age was 7. This is right at least, how do I read that age on this one, Grandpa? I always ask my pop straight up what to count. And then he tells me, we got 1, 2, because this just represents growth, right? So you're looking like you're at, damn, we're going with, yeah, 'cause that's a lot of trials in there too, and like attacks from the enemy because of who you lived around. They were real, I don't even want to say it, just ah. Like all I hear is yeah, and then like, bro, you don't want to know, motherfuckers were crazy. So yeah, it was a whole lot of growth in there, but that's not that long though. That's about approximately, if that's 1, 2. Okay, we got 2 there. 3, 4, 5. So you're looking about, I would say 11. Is that right? Yeah, right at 11. And then there's all this growth in your garden, like spiritually speaking. Not necessarily have a garden in the back of your yard, nothing like that. But you got like this high intellect of the 5D and above. We're very regarded, like real prestigious, like the way you're sitting in the picture, real prestigious, real, yeah, I got this shit. I know what's going on. You got your book here, you're gaining knowledge and all that, looking all smart and, like a star. I bet you the star card's going to pop out in it. I don't know when, but yeah, looking like you know where you're going and stuff. Okay, that's there, the boom. And then we got in the reverse, the King of Wands. Now that I don't like, let's admit. I can already sense that energy. I don't like that. That's yucky energy. That's some yucky energy. But nah, it's not. The energy I feel off of this. It's not against anyone. Just what I feel coming off of this is like, bro, what? That's a lot of energy. Yeah. See, now when we read this, the story I'm seeing, this person that's starts off in the beginning as a reverse king of pentacles. Then we're going into the upright hangman, meditating, I guess, on why she's, using her beautiful knowledge that she has, high intellect, real a master. That's a king. That's someone that's regarded, right? That's like, man, they know their shit. They're a master of many things. And then she's meditating on it, but it's in the reverse. So I'm figuring that something happened to her. Yeah, okay, but I don't talk about those kinds of stories. That's for the person to speak about to me. Well, I think that person would know what I'm saying. If they would watch, if they saw this, then they would know. Yeah, I'll just leave that to them. And then with the high priestess in reverse, in the upright, I'm sorry, not in reverse. Yeah, that's awesome because they're taking that knowledge that they learned, but in the opposite way in the King of Pentacles, sitting in the sitting back. I'm sorry. How do you say it again? I don't know why. They're trying to mess with my voice while I'm doing this. I get it. That's okay. Return to sender. Um, in the reverse, the King of Pentacles is in the reverse. Okay. I'm sorry. I was just going through that through my mind because then we got the King of Wands in reverse. And that's like a really bad tale now because there's too many reverses on cards that I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Um, I see. Basically, to make it short and sweet, her family teaches her, basically black magic, how to conjure up things, just magic. And she kind of hates that she had to learn that. That's why I'm seeing. It's basically that's that whole story in a nutshell. She learned magic from her family. It was pretty nasty. A lot of things she had to do in it, and she regrets it. So yeah, that's what that card is saying. And then we got the two of wands or two of chalices, two of wands, two of cups, basically, but in the reverse. In the reverse. Yeah, that's not good. That tells a story of someone that has a lot of regret for things they did to people around them. They know voodoo. Yeah, they use it against people to get their way. I'm just telling the story as I see it. Because the card don't lie. Any reader will see this, man. They will see that. I mean, cards don't lie, so. And I'll make sure I'm not covering that. I'm sorry. They just don't lie. You read that card, you pop it up, it's in reverse as a two of cups. And then around the cups, you have growth. But there was a whole bunch of unneeded obstacles to get to that. So you could actually get to that now. So that story, that's easy. That's an easy story. You could actually do it now, but for some reason you choose to do all this other things in between. You know what? I don't want to put. I'm just saying, like people learn, they live and learn. And then you go to the Five of Cups in the reverse. That already gives me some bad juju energy. I don't like that at all. But yeah, we got the Five of Cups in the reverse. That's a whole lot of spirituality being used in the wrong way because of the star in the middle, ancient arts. Ooh, that's a daily. Ooh, that's pretty deadly, man. A lot of ancient arts there. She basically did a lot of her curses on people, projected herself at people. Yeah, you live and you learn. Then we got the Two of Wands in the reverse. Two of Wands in the reverse. Now that story is pretty. It's getting pretty good now. Oh, what age are we at now? So far, we're at the age of. She's 11. Okay. Oh, I see. 12, 13, 14. Maybe 26, 27. Hey, you're going to be 26 or 27. And then once you get to your Two of Cups in the reverse, it looks like you wasted about. I'm going to see. I see. 30, 31, 32. Maybe 43. You're gonna get it at 43. Then you go into calm waters for about about 3 years. Wait. Return to sender. Approximately. Okay, maybe 12 years after that, you go into calm waters. Return to sender. Ooh, man. Okay. Yeah, you go into calmer waters. And then you get your Two of Cups. But you have done so much like negative things, like betrayals, and that you don't think you're good enough for the Two of Cups. Your wish fulfillment. Your Earth Angel. You think you're not good enough. And then the Five of Cups comes right after that in the reverse, which I already showed, I think. Okay. And then the Five of Cups comes in the reverse. And then you're like, well, I guess I gotta do this now because my star left me. And I had 5 cups to give to him, but I showed him too late because she was putting third parties ahead of her. You know, like she had choices, let's put it that way. But she starts like seeing that it wasn't worth it because of the knowledge she had gained from this person, spiritually speaking. And just how to be happy and stuff, you know, like stuff like that. And then here we go with the Seven of Wands, right? We follow that up in the reversal of Seven of Wands. And then that speaks of a story where she's getting it and she's real, you know, just mastering her walk. But since it was in reverse, her spiritually speaking, with the wands facing downward, where there's actually no feeling of the cups anymore, she's not feeling her cup anymore. She's not being balanced anymore, basically. Not getting out, doing the root chakras, and not praying as much anymore. Just really thinking too much, overthinking, not acting on things that she should, and she just lets it go. She basically self-sabotages her own self. That's what that card says. She self-sabotages her own self. And then Seven of Wands in the reverse is growth and all that good stuff, but it's being used in the wrong way, like black magic, sex magic, all that stuff. Sacrifices of animals, you know, just weird stuff. Just a whole bunch of weird. That has a lot of weird stuff. I don't want to even deal with that. And then the star. Then she figured out she's the star. I said she would know she's a star, but she's like realizing all late and stuff. That's what the card says. A star card, star seed, a chosen one. And she knew it when she first, you know, basically in the beginning of life, just starting out when you can basically function, you start knowing things like at 3 maybe. Just real young, 4, 3, 4. I mean, it's possible. She could know she's a King of Pentacles. And then she realized about, what was the age again? Where were we at? The age? Wait, just 1 second. How was that? We were at maybe. We came up with. This is like. I've seen an older woman. But not like old, you know what I mean? Not like that, you know what I mean? Not old. That's not what I mean. Older than the age of, because you hit 11 here, and then all those years went by. So 33, and about 18 years old. You're like gonna hit 50. hit the Two of Cups. Be at the Five of Chalices backwards. You had 5 cups to give someone, but nothing put in it because of how you were, all that stuff. You weren't really talking about your true feelings. And then you hit you were about 57 on this one. And then you knew you were a star, but you were in the reverse. Because you knew you took too much time. And there was the earth angel you were missing the whole time because of it. And then you hit the Two of Swords in reverse next. Cards don't lie. Two of Swords. Realizing that, oh man, you started getting too inward. Oh, I wasted all this time. I knew I had my wish fulfillment at a young age, but I chose to waste all these years. That's what the card said. She wasted all these years all the way up until approximately, I would say 60 something, 61, 64. Because I could see all the different like storms and battles you had to go through in life. And it was all just your own self. The inward battle in your mind. A lot of turmoil. That's what the lightning means to me. The turmoil, and then the calm waters, and then just sticking up for yourself finally, knowing that you were smart the whole time. You knew you were the star. You're like, man, I knew I was a star. I just didn't listen. What the fuck? And you figured it out. You was like, I figured this out now. Okay, and then the next one is the Knight of Wands in the upright. Oh, that's a good. That card is. That one tells a beautiful story. Look at that card. And now, doesn't that look like a person that's like, yo, I know what the fuck I'm doing. And she's like, yo, I know what the fuck I'm doing now. I got this shit down. I'm a star. And I'm going to act like a star. And she doesn't do betrayals now. And she doesn't do black magic anymore. Sex magic, no, that's gone too. And then with all the years of the harvest that she did, yeah, that's about 1, 2, 3, 4. She looks about 66. But she really, for her age, man, she's beautiful. She's like, man, like, because the picture, when you saw the picture, right? For her to be 66, she looks about approximately, I don't know, 40? Like, way younger than her years. And then she has her armor, and she realized she was an angel of God. And she gets her wings back. But she waits till all those years, though. That's what the pictures, that's what, if you know, to see the skies in the background, and then the ancestors on the left of her protecting her. Oh, that's a deep ancestry right there. Oh, they don't play. Yep, they don't play. They got her back. Because we know you're a star. We know you're going to talk about Jesus up on this earth. But you're going to wait a long time, though. That's what that says. I don't know why you waited so long, but as long as you did it. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying, that they're making me laugh at what they're telling me. Like, God, I wish you would get it right now. But she's hard-headed. That's what they're saying. That's what the card says, too. You just got to read the lineage. And then once you see the horse on the land marching forward, because I can see his right leg up, all confident moving forward, and she looks confident moving forward with her spear too in her right hand. She's marching forward in the word of God, but spiritually speaking, like using the knowledge of chakras and meditation, and that she knew she was a star seed and that she was getting attacked spiritually. But she wished she would have woke up years before that. But she always knew, she said, but she was just too afraid to do it. That's what the cards say. And then she finds the gates of heaven in the east, in the ethers, in the 5D realm, a gate that she unlocks with a key of knowledge. The ancient arts of basically okay, just wisdom of what the Father in heaven would give you in the gates, the portals. Basically, that's a portal in the ethers, but you have to have access to that portal. There's not too many people that can do that. I only know of 2 or 3 psychically, like through meditation, my own self. I personally can, yeah. And but anyways, and the next one we got is a 7 of Swords in the reverse. Once again, you can't lie about that, right? And then that story basically goes, she knows she's a star. She's very proud about it. All that knowledge, but she just has a deep learning and yearning for her earth angel. The one that is because the story is very clear. On the very top of that, you see the green little gap in there. I mean, yeah, it's little, but it's there. There's a green harvested area of an earth angel she loved that she knew was a good person, stood by her side, saw everything she went through. That's what the story says. Any reader will tell you. Once this reader looks like this, he's telling the truth. Was there for her. He saw the days that she went without eating, and he still stayed there for her, still encouraging her, trying to teach her the ancient wisdoms of heaven. Because he's an earth angel, he does nothing but teach, and he's a shaman. It's a beautiful religion. That's what they told me to say. They like, you got to say that. I was like, yes, sir. And then the knowledge written under that, basically ancient, is like an ancient style of insignia, basically. Yeah, it just tells a story of where she was starting to debate like what people were doing around her. Yeah, she didn't like that. So then after that, it starts getting to the point where it's like boiling. I can see her like, man, I'm getting sick of this crap. And then boom, then the dark waters hit. Basically learning ancient arts of like Masons, Freemasons, Illuminati, Eastern Stars, that type of stuff. Yeah. Just real bad stuff, A lot of sex magic, conjuring up spirits to try to put them on, basically um, earth angels that have nothing to do with it. They got to get a host that is pure. So they come for earth angels. That's what that story says. Any reader, because the card doesn't lie. So. And then after that, she learns after years of the earth angel not being there in spirit or in energy. Because he said, that was it. I showed you everything I could do. That's what he's saying. And the picture doesn't lie. I taught you all these ancient wisdoms, and then you do X, Y, and Z. All these betrayals. A lot of sexual ones, too. Like unforgivable stuff. Type. It's in the pictures, in the story. Deep, unforgivable type. Already being married. Never said that. That's what the story says. Was never told that. And then how she betrays him falsely by speaking out about him in the wrong way when she knew it wasn't true. It's all on the card. It's an earth angel. Because you gotta watch out who you talk about, man, because earth angels don't play. See, any reader that has a psychic ability like me can read that. And then the earth angel still shows mercy. It shows here from the heavenlies. When this earth angel knew he could have crushed her, like, no problem. I mean, that person's pure at heart. You're messing with an earth angel. That's an obvious win. He just showed mercy. He wasn't stupid, basically. He knew what was going on the whole time. He told her intuitively. He said, and I told her 3 months in, she was already talking to some GI or something, saying that she doesn't know him. And then boom, all of a sudden they were playing Destiny 2 or something like that. And then he said because she didn't have friends or something. Yeah, well, not just that. Not that she just didn't have friends, because that's what this card is showing me. But she had a lot of friends. She just didn't want him to know. But the earth angel knew that and told him that, because that's what the card says. I mean, I already showed it. Just rewind it. And then the calmer waters are showing that this earth angel was just straight up chill the whole entire time, knew the whole story. But 3 months in, he said, when he found out that she lied to him about being involved with another guy, when she knew that I was the fish, that person, that's what I meant to say, he's trying to get in my throat. What the hell? Basically, the earth angel knew there was a lie, a betrayal. Something wasn't being said. And then when the lie happened, he said he knew right then that the whole entire thing after that would be a lie. That nothing would be the same because she already lied about that. What else is next? So he knew. He was just like, well, but this is what happened. He said he was playing Destiny 2, I think. It's a video game. And then when they were playing that game, because that's what it says here on after the shallow waters, someone that's just, hiding a lot, doing things they're not supposed to, just betrays, just betrayals. Not truly showing your one self. That's what that water that's buried, just a little bit of water. Little bit of water going through that valley. Just barely enough. Because that earth angel would not allow that person to take his energy anymore. He's like, no more of that. So he stopped that noise, he said. And then boom, then she realized he was the earth angel. And then she missed him and could think only nothing about him for years. Because then there goes the waters again. Same thing. She knew, but she didn't. You want to say it still. Just letting her mind be fogged, it says. Overthinking. And then there's no water now. Because the earth angel's like, no thank you. And then boom. And then the sword comes out. And she tries to lie about him. And, well, if I'm not, basically an attitude of, I don't want to see you happy because I'm not happy. That's what that story says. And then she realizes spiritually right after that. That's what the story says. See it? Well, any reader, yeah. And she gets it. She starts practicing the ancient arts, but it's all in the reverse, though, see? And then, boom, since it's in the reverse, she goes through a lot of years of practicing like voodoo and conjuring up spirits, killing animals, sacrificing, just doing a whole lot of weird stuff in the occult. And then there's a lot of years of just being really dark towards people. A whole bunch of dark with a whole bunch of swords like that. You see the swords on the bottom there? All these swords all the way on the bottom there. Yeah. It's a lot of years of in her sacral chakra of just overdoing the sex magic on people. And being driven by the sacral area, basically. Not the crown, not head over. It's sacral overhead. So over crown, basically. And she just goes through a lot of years being led by that spirit of Jezebel. And then boom, then we go to the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Now that is a story of just knowing that you were hurt as a child. In the beginning of the story of, being touched in the wrong way. And then it made you bitter. And then the Jezebel spirit entered you then, a very dark, ancient, I don't know, just only driven by sex, just put it that way. And then years of trying to fight with if you loved, basically being bisexual. And then years of calmer waters, just most all dry lands. You were happy with just being, bisexual. All the way to the age of 11. Then you started to debate if you wanted that because you were still being touched by a family member in an inappropriate way. That's what the cards say. And then it's just years of So approximately 14 to 15. Okay. Yeah, wait, let me see something real quick. 14 to 15, yeah, because you knew you were a star. But at this age, how old are you in this age? What age did we come up with again? Approximately like 31, it looks like. But you started to realize then that, yeah, you could have you knew that at a young age that you were a star. And because you got bitter because of what it was. I mean, being inappropriately done things to, of course. I mean, I get it. No one's judging here. But it's basically, if you see this is a timeless reading. If you see this, you could do it now, though, is the point. Why wait until that age, right? Like, why wait and to hit that age? Like 20, what was it again? Oh, no, I'm sorry. What age were you as a star again? I don't know why I forgot that again. Oh, we're at approximately, what was it, 30 something? Well, it's about approximately, I don't know, say 30 to 40, maybe 50 at the latest. But I wouldn't say 50. But what this Eight of Swords in the reverse is showing me, since it's in the reverse, they could have learned that as a child. And you regretted it the whole time through, basically, not just doing, not doing it then, basically. So we're going to the Knight of Pentacles now, which is better, of course, because it's in the upright. It's in the upright. So since it's in the upright, there's some dry lands, though. I don't like that, but you still kept your Pentacle, your Knight of Pentacles. But your foundation wasn't being, your chakras weren't, your root chakras weren't, you weren't going out in the grass and nature anymore because of the sadness of the Earth Angel that you lost. And your wish fulfillment is with the sword. Wait. Yeah, with the sword. And you still held on to him as your, like, guiding light the whole way through. You never gave up on him or something. That's what the picture says. Well, you didn't focus on your root chakra anymore. So it's like you gave up, in essence, so you didn't spread the word of God anymore. Then you show up in the upright King of Swords. Well, now you tell me what that picture says. A very confident young woman, right? That's what that says, pretty much. Let's see. See, you guys see the confidence. I can see. She definitely has knowledge of, because her third eye and her crown chakra is illuminating. And her heart chakra is illuminating. Sacral chakra, though, that's the part of the story I don't like. And of course, the two dead fish represent betrayals. So, But let's see. Oh, let me get some water up in here. I'm getting thirsty. All right. Try to hurry up a little bit, guys. I'm sorry. So yeah, basically, I mean, to make that kind of short and sweet, just a person that has a lot of knowledge but is not using it in the right way. And then we got the basically King of Chalices, or how he's not. I don't know how to say that. It's Knave of Chalice, and I see. Let me show you. The story goes, she's still thinking about her wish fulfillment in the beginning of this card. The pink color wave represents basically like deep knowledge and deep knowing of the ancestors that she has. Like, only attained by meditation, basically. So it's a deep art, a deep knowing of healing, what types of foods to eat, stuff like that. But she's like at least 70 something in this picture. But she could basically do it now. You do it now. You don't have to wait till 70. That's what this picture is showing. It's just like a fast forwarding of your life. Like almost a prediction. But I can see it. The picture is being written to me psychically. That your wish fulfillment drives you to this point, but you could do it now. But you just choose not to, is what the picture says. You're picking your sacral chakra over your crown chakra and your third eye. You're being driven by the matrix, basically. Uncollective, I mean, and y'all, my soul drive too. Please know that. Oh, return to sender, please. And then we got the Knight of Swords, right? And coming up in the reverse, see all these reversals, man. And then basically how this story goes, she's approximately, I would say, 77 in this picture now. And she's still basically practicing the ancient arts, black magic, stuff like that, using the knowledge of God in the wrong way. Oh, you don't want to do that at all. I would, because that's what the picture's showing. You see where the red is right there on the, I think it's right in there somewhere. That red portion, that's like a deep wound that she holds all the time, like just stays in it. Never really basically told anyone, but she always wanted to tell her earth angel. She just couldn't, because it was a very deep betrayal that she did to him. That's what the picture says. Okay, and then we follow that up with the Six of Swords. And when that comes in the reverse, that's basically that deep wound that she doesn't talk about, that deep betrayal that she did to that beautiful, and that's what it says on here. It's awesome. That horse is basically a representation of her earth angel. That's what drove her to even try to be good in the first place. Because he said he taught her how to become a great woman. She just didn't believe him. She basically doubted it and thought that it was greener on the other side. Basically making fun of him. That's what she made fun of him. And he's just, that's what the picture says. And then Six of Swords coming in the reverse. That's still betrayal. And practicing black arts, voodoo, and then becoming really good at it for many years, up until like her 80s and stuff. Well, that's what the pictures and numbers say. And then we're, ooh, dude, and then I don't like the energy out there. That's some spooky shit. I'm like, Six of Wands, like, look at that, what do you see? Like, yikes. Yeah, that's some deep ancient knowledge of voodoo masters. Now they're a high priestess, and the deep knowings of what you learn overseas from the practitioners that are considered the best of the best. But this basically an ancient earth angel she knew destroyed all of them, because in this picture she summoned them against him. More betrayals toward that earth angel. Yeah, and that picture doesn't lie. I mean, any tarot reader knows that picture is not lying. And then so basically she went down to a Six of Pentacles. She started losing her wealth because she was a star. She just didn't tell him. Yeah, I knew that dude knew. He said that we basically spoke with her, so I knew. So basically, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, and in the beginning of that picture, look at the beginning of the picture. The very first, I'm talking up here. We got to start up here. You see all that? I'm starting from there going down. And then that basically is telling me there's growth. There's growth. And even though she was doing this dark crap at first, she started doing it for the better, but still in reverse. It was still, the trajectory of it is still not good because she still has the all knowing of the deep art now. She just didn't know when she was going to use it again. And in this picture, she doesn't use it for a long time. She has her 3 pentacles that she started to work on. Ancient knowings, of, just, how do you say that? Just basically spending time meditating, but in the ethers, in the 5D, learning about astral projection, learning how to go through portals. Met her soul tribe up in heaven. Yeah, like ancient scribes and like all knowing beings. Yeah, and then her earth angel is always on her mind. And no matter who she met, yeah, that's what all this pink represents. No matter who she met, no one ever matched up to him all through her life. Because she meets all these like really beautiful people, but it never matters because there was one that was much greater than them all. That's what that whole picture says. Any reader will see that. It's huge. Return to the sender. That's what that says. And then she hits calmer waters, and then she's working on her pinnacles, putting all her knowledge to work, and then boom, the dry, barren lands. That's what the brown represents. Like it's nope. Right back to the ancient arts. But now she's at 6 of pentacles, but in the reverse, meaning she's gonna lose some. I just don't know how many. I'm predicting she's gonna be down to maybe 3 or something. But I'm not positive. Then we're going into the upright 5 of swords though. But at least she's coming out of it. And this is at a much older age now. But all that could be avoided now, basically, is the story. See, and then in the picture here where you see the eye, like the all-knowing, she's using her third eye, being led by the spirit, constantly meditating, celebrating with the ancestors, getting victories, talking about God, and just showing the light in the darkness, just being an example. But the 5 of swords in the pentagram, basically, well, I'm not sure that I can't say that. I'm sorry, I didn't say that right. Just the 5 of swords, I'm sorry, in the upright. While she's going through the dry waters, basically having the knowledge of Christ, but still being saddened by not having her earth angel. So that sadness made her go back into, that's what these clouds mean, basically going through the sword. That's when it started. Just looking at men in just a sexual way. And that's all that this person ever wanted. Like that's the only thing that made her happy from the memory of the wound she had as a child. And the magician in the reverse, that's not good either. Magician in the reverse. Yeah. To make that quicker, that's just basically that someone that's a master at kicking your ass with evil stuff. You make that real quick. Queen of Swords, same thing. That's someone that's mastered a lot of things that are supposed to be used for the Lord. Like the sword represents the word of God, and she knows the truth. Just spiritually speaking, that's what it says. Even if it's a natural ability to have that knowledge with God because of the frequency that you have as an earth angel to the Father himself. It will just speak words of knowledge into your head. And you just know. I mean, it's your crown chakra, like a download. Then we're at the Hierophant in the reverse. That's not good. I mean, that's someone's really mastering that whole entire knowledge, but using that definitely for the wrong way. And that's some scary. Ooh, then followed up with the Ten of Swords in the reverse. That's not good. Ten of Swords, because the cards don't lie. I mean, Ten of Swords followed by the Hierophant. Oof. That's a deep betrayal. That's a whole lot of things I just can't say. But that's a whole lot of deep betrayals that was done to that Earth Angel. Ooh, not good. Ooh, see, followed by the Devil card. The cards don't lie. Did I just not say there was deep betrayals done to that Earth Angel? Did I not just say that? Did I not say that? Any reader will see that. Any reader. And the Ten Swords was in the reverse. Wait, was it in the upright? Wait, let me. Well, I don't remember exactly. I don't know why I don't remember exactly which way that was, but it's still not good either way. Even if that was in the reverse. I mean, and then you're gonna go with the devil in the actual upright. That's a person that knows that that's evil and doesn't care. I mean, you could just anyone that reads that just knows that's not smart. What you just did there, that choice you made up here, from your crown chakra all the way down to your sacral, especially there, all that red represents a lot of nasty shit done with sex magic. And then the snake is a represents, wait, yeah, then that snake is a representation of a lot of backstabbing and betrayals. Cards on lock. 56, 53 on the clock. And then in 55, 55, 56, 55. And then 4 of Cups, basically, in the upright. Speaks of the person is getting it. They're doing some things that's pretty wild, but they're starting to get it now. And they're starting to make a change, starting to get better, starting to use the word of God better again, going out, doing the right things instead of the wrong things. But the 4 of Pentacles in reverse kind of concerns me, though. This means that basically you have all that knowledge, but you're not using it. You're just being stagnant by the memory of that Earth Angel still and just the loss of him. And then the cross in the middle, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? My fingers. Is that a little baby cross? It's kind of hard to see it. That little baby. There's a little baby cross. At least, hopefully, you believe me. She spends a lot of years to get to that point. To get to that cross. Basically, to get to that in her heart, that wound she had, and just let it go. But it took her all those years to figure it out, and she could have figured it out with that Earth Angel when he taught her the ancient arts from the heavenlies that you only attain in the 5D, and you have to meditate to get there through the ethers. Ain't that right, my collective? My soul tribe. I love you guys, man. I've been praying for y'all. I hope you know that. I've been praying for y'all a lot. But yeah, then we're going to follow up with the 7 of Cups reversed. To make this quick, just still using the knowledge wrong, just having sex all the time, all that stuff. And just a lot of anciency. Then the 3 of Swords in the reverse. Same thing, same story. Just using the ancient arts of voodoo. Basically, just sacrificing animals, stuff like that. Just a bunch of ancient, nasty things. And then Judgment in the reverse. Cards on the lie. God's starting to judge her constantly, like basically bringing down that. And then it's in the reverse. That's even worse because he knows better. And he's like, how much time do you think I'm going to give you? You better quit. And then the Sun in reverse. I mean, she knew that she had her Earth Angel when she was a younger age. and chose not to have her wish fulfillment and all that. Look at that. You see how that story would have been way different? Yep, she was hurt, right? The dark, right? See the dark in there in the very beginning, that dark land and like dark in between the green, and then the dryness with the brown dirt represents dryness, a time of no feeling of the water in the cup of life. The oils that the Father puts on your forehead to fill you daily, it was gone. She was just angry for a while at a young age. So the devil won all the way through her life to at least 70 something. But this is what she would have had if she would have just listened instead of listening to right about this timeline at around 70 to 80. She knew she was a star here, but she chose to do it here. That's a long time. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to help. That's what the Father told me to tell you. We got the Empress in reverse. What I said, I predicted it. But she chooses this rose, see? I'll just let y'all see the story so I can kind of go through a little quicker. You see the Empress in reverse. That just basically means that someone is a master at what they do with life, love, health, basically everything in life. But they just choose to do it at a very older age. And then Ace of Wands in reverse. That's also not good because here we go, right? You can see in that picture it has the calm waters in it, right? Look, what? Right there, you see the blue up in here? All that blue, and then it gets into like, wait. Yeah, there's a little bit of land, a little bit of chilling, but not too much. Just a whole lot of thinking still, overthinking about her Earth Angel still. Still hasn't really gotten over it much. But right here, this represents this wand, like basically just existing, but not very happy. She's just trying her best, And then the waters are someone that's just really sad at heart. She misses him so bad. She just doesn't know how to tell him. And all these years, right? All these years represent, and she didn't know how to tell him of the betrayal that she did to him. It was so hard she couldn't say it. Not with her mouth. But she knew he knew though. Because in the beginning of this timeline, if you really read it right, he told her that she was gonna do all of this and then get it. Yeah, that's what it says. Cards don't lie. Yeah, about this betrayal right here on the Three of Wands. Three of Wands. See the timeline with this animal over here, the dog? And then, it tells a story. Yeah. It's basically like an animal sacrifice in like the black arts, like, I don't know, probably voodoo. I guess basically trying to put a curse on the Earth Angel, like a death curse. And basically like from right there, it goes to the sacrifice to lies about him online. Because the cards don't lie, man. When you show that, I'm going to show it again. Any reader will see right here. All of this, the detail of it says exactly what happened. And she knew she betrayed him. That's why it's in the upright. But she did not care. Because of the obsession of her not doing well, and she wasn't happy, so she wanted to make sure that he wouldn't be happy as well. But she learns it at the end of the timeline when it's too late. Because you can see the end of it. The greenery, the growth, the tree looks beautiful. It's all on the bottom right here. All of this. All of it. Yeah. She learns it a little bit too late. At least for her own sanity. But then we got in the reverse, the world. Still using all of that ancient knowledge to project herself with sex magics. Basically siphoning from earth angels or to gain the knowledge of where they come from, but stealing it. See how they're constantly coming against my throat? They don't want me to tell y'all this. I don't give a damn. Basically using a portal and doing sex magic and siphoning you while you're sleeping. It's all astral projection. That's basically illegal. You can't be doing that to people or anybody. That's an invasion of their whole entire being. You can't just touch someone without asking them. That's what it basically is. Black magic is a form, or voodoo from overseas. They teach you how to be right there cloaked by somebody, and they won't even know. It's all seeing eye. They're next to you, and you don't even know. But I know, and they don't. I've seen, because I could see it telepathically and psychically. I can personally see if there's a cloaked person. That's why this is a safe space. There ain't gonna be no one cloaked by me. Two of Wands. That's a story of, man, a very, very powerful person in the spirit, highly ranked, because they finally got it right. But it was years later of obtaining all that knowledge when it's already been presented to you in the beginning of where I read it from, in the beginning. And then here we go, the King of Chalices. See the cup? How it's overflowing? That's what you wanted to see in the very beginning. Let me help you with this. Right from here, but since this is basically, you're in the upright though. You're in the reverse. Started off as a King of Pentacles, but this should have been the next card after it in this timeline. That's why I'm trying to help this person with this. That's what the Father told me to do. He said, try to tell her that she could stop all them years of going through all of this. Just go to this immediately. So you have the knowledge. They know who they are. Once they see this as a timeless reading. And it's very specific too. This is probably only going to go for maybe, I don't know, low number, maybe 10 to 20 people in the most. If they ever get to see this, you hit, you basically realize you're a star and you want to keep your star. Right there. All that timeline says it. But you wait all those years until then. And it's in the reverse because you knew it was too late, basically. It's like, I wasted all those years. What the heck? Then you hit the Five of Wands. Basically just going through life still like, well, I have all this knowledge. What do I do with it? So you kept doing the same types of betrayals, basically. Well, you woke up pretty fast, though. Because we're going to hit the Knight of Chalice, basically the King of Cups, I think. Or just, I think that's what it's called. But just the Knight of Chalice. You see all that growth and greenery? Look at all that. What was that a picture of you? That's growth, right? Someone that gets you. Dang. They really don't want me to say this. Basically, a person that knows they're highly regarded in the spiritual realm and on earth, when they could have had both of those things in the beginning. This should be your third card in your timeline. You see, you following me? You could be doing this now, but you're waiting for some reason. You're letting the enemy win. The devil, basically. And then you have your 8 cups in reverse. So you see how the timeline, since you basically got it, but you're older, and then you got it to you too late, and you knew all this knowledge all along, then you know all those cups really didn't mean much anymore to you. Even though it's in the reverse, 3 of your cups are still pretty much full. You were still doing it, but you were just giving up slowly. And then you gave up. You said, well, it's too late. And then the 9 of Wands, that's not good. I can feel that energy. That's a whole lot of black arts. Just don't want to get into it. And then the Emperor card, I'm sorry, in the upright, speaks of a journey that you're getting it, but you knew you had to start over basically because you did too much things that are just not cool. So you lost rank in the in spiritual court. Hunt collected. This is the way it is. Ooh, and then you got the Moon card in the reverse. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of crazy black arts and shit. And then the Eight of Wands in the reverse. No, on the upright, I'm sorry. Return to the sender, bro. What the freak? Eight of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to talk to y'all and they're sitting there trying to mess with my throat chakra. Excuse me. So we got the Eight of Wands, right? But it's that betrayal that she did to the Earth Angel that she just can't get in there. She does a bunch of crazy stuff instead of just telling them. And that's what the timeline says. And then boom, the Ten of Wands in the reverse, and she just gets worse with it, man. She doesn't say nothing. It runs her life, and she just does a whole bunch of crazy crap. And then we got the Nine of Swords in the reverse. It speaks of betrayals. And a person that's just not getting it, like that God is warning her all through these waters. And she just keeps, doing betrayal after betrayal to men. Basically being run by your sacral chakra. That's all it is, a whole bunch of sex. And then the Nine of Cups, none of them are full. All in the reverse. Speaks of a person that just doesn't get it at all. Because all of the evil that she does in the beginning of the timeline, right up in here, all of that. I mean, she knows that she has to go to the calm waters, but that deep, down-rooted hurt she has from betraying him just won't leave her alone. And then she gets the calmer waters and the greenery. She's letting go of it finally. And him, the Earth Angel, finally let him go. But this is years later. Because the Earth Angel knows that she lies to people saying that she gave up on him and everything's his fault, this, and this. All the betrayal she did to him. But the whole time, deep down in her heart, she was always deeply in love with him. She just couldn't say anything. She knew she couldn't say anything. Because she knew the thing she did was just too deep. But she had calmer waters about it. She prayed about it. She let it go. And then the middle portion of the fourth cup in the basically sideways represents a person that's basically knowing she's doing wrong, but doesn't care anymore that she's doing wrong. And then that's basically the whole story after that. She just doesn't care that she's doing people wrong. And then boom, the tower hits. You could have avoided that tower the whole time. You didn't even have to go through the tower. That's what Jesus is telling me to tell you. I don't even need to talk about the tower. It speaks for his ain't gonna hit the Three of Pentacles and you were a star. Why would you do that? Jesus, and I don't even need to read that timeline. That speaks for itself. You're a star, right? That's what I showed. You're a star. I showed that. You have the devil card in reverse though, remember? You have the Five of Wands with all the deep ancient arts that you do. Of course, the tower. Well, when were you starting? You see, you had your Six of Pentacles. Remember when I said, but it was in the reverse, so I knew you were going to lose some, and I said you were going to have three, and you do. And then basically, you were, at around approximately 50, 60 here. In the reverse has the King of Chalice. I'm just trying to remember. Okay, let me get to the star now. So it was in the beginning, right? Yeah, the star was in the beginning. You knew at a young age that you were a star, you just didn't do it. And then we got the Four of Swords in the upright. Not that bad, but definitely not that good. There's a whole lot of doubt and stuff, and still living in your mind, basically. How's that? They really don't want me talking, boy. Shoot, I rebuke all this in Jesus' name. There's a whole lot of people praying against me. Turn that to the sender, boy. But anyways, here we go with this part, right? So in this part of the timeline, look, the cards don't lie. Look, that's a person that's, they just got it. They have their pinnacle. They're standing on it. They seem proud, even though there's a lot of barren, branches. There's not much growth on it. But they finally got what they were supposed to be doing the whole time, was just being happy with themselves. And then here we go with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Still just basically practicing stuff she shouldn't. Basically living from the sacral chakra, but not as bad as she was in the beginning. Still the same, though. Same thing, that's what it means. And then still, look, I backed it up with that. With the King of Swords. And the person's okay with it. Because it's in the upright. They're an all-knowing being. They don't live in the matrix. See, look, because that follows up with the Knave of Wands. Any reader knows what that means. Basically, she's okay with being evil. She knows it, that she's going to hell and doesn't care. That's even worse. That's what God's trying to prevent you from becoming. And then the wheel in the reverse, that is deadly as well, too, now. That means your luck is horrible now. You have no luck at all. And then the Chariot in reverse, that means you got something and you got something too late. The Earth Angel, you realized it about him too late. And then you try to ruin his life because of it. Because cards don't lie, and it's in the reverse. Even the story I'm telling, I know another reader can read the same thing off of this. You knew the Earth Angel. That's what that represents in the very beginning anyways. All this in the very top part, the timeline. Because of the mirroring image of these two here, the dark and the light, and then the all-knowing seeing eye in the middle. See, there's an eye. We're representation of the growth, and then the barren. Because she could not tell him what she did. Being pregnant, being married when she met him, lying to him, putting him in third parties, doing sex magic, doing everything just to piss him off. That was it. But it never worked, and she didn't understand it. Yeah, the cards don't lie. And then this is just years of a whole lot of sex magic, practicing the ancient arts of voodoo, the religion of voodoo. Cards don't lie. That's why they don't. Oh, they got me right into two of them. See, look, the Lovers and then the Five of Pentacles. Then she falls in love with someone because her heart heals from what she did to the other, the Earth Angel. And it's a beautiful couple. Don't you see? She could have that now if she wanted. She already let the Earth Angel go. I mean, you can't get that back. I mean, that says it in the timeline that you meet another lover. The Five of Pentacles. You'll have the Five of Pentacles to present. That's pretty good. Because, I mean, any timeline will show it. It says all through the timeline in both timelines. See all the green? Just a little bit of some bullshit in there, and some of the bullshit, the dark. There's a whole lot of growth, and you see the tree of life? It's feeding it. Because there's there's calm waters that back it up. See? Calm water is backing up. That's another Earth Angel. You just wait. You wait a lot of years because of what you did to the other Earth Angel. Yeah, it's telling the story. Yeah, so, but it's in the reverse though, because of it. Because of what you did. So basically, you're going to self-sabotage it. I can already see. Yeah, see, because of the Ace of Chalices are in the reverse. Ace of Chalice. Wish fulfillment. All seeing eyes. Knew what you did in the dark, but was seen in the light. And then the Temperance in the reverse, that's just a person that's deeply in a sexual sin. And then they love it. And then Strength card in the reverse, after you follow that up, is a person that's good at it. And then the Death card is what's going to lead you to your death from STDs. And you giving STDs to us. See all that in there in between all that calm waters for a while? That's a lot of years of nasty stuff. So that's a whole lot of people you give STDs to and you didn't even tell them. That's just being honest with you. That's what the card says. Cards don't lie. Cards don't lie. Right there. You give STDs to a bunch of people and you just don't care. You're like, I don't give a damn. Like, ooh, I don't like that energy, man. No wonder they're trying to get me to shut the hell up. And then you're gonna follow that up with a six of cups backwards. I don't even want to talk about that. I mean, that's obvious. That means you had no care in the world of filling your cup up no more. You're like, nah, I don't believe in love. That was all bullshit. And so you're basically blaming the two people you betrayed for your sins and everything you do to people. That's basically what you did. And then the Ten of Cups in the reverse, same thing, but you were actually getting cups for some reason, but feeling in your life, basically trying to live. That's what the calmer waters means, the growth in the lands next to the cups. You're thinking about filling your cup. You're doing great things by being the spiritual leader and being a great person finally in the community instead of practicing the ancient art of voodooism from from the ancient arts. And then we're gonna follow that up with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. See? So basically it's in the reverse, so you're losing them. You're losing your money and from all the lies and the betrayals. You have too many secrets and the deep wound in your heart. Because that's what the green represents. And then you just do a whole bunch of voodoo on people, sex, magic, all that stuff. And then you got your Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Basically, we have some dry land, some calm waters, more dry land, more calm waters, dry land, calm waters, dry land, same thing. You do it, then you don't, and you do it, and you don't. You fill your cup, then you don't fill your cup, and it starts getting really hectic for you. So you're basically gonna, I hope this is not what it's going to. You're gonna lose your star and your wings and all that stuff. I knew it. Queen of Chalice in the reverse. That's a story of a person that really just doesn't care because the tree of life is barren. There's no growth. I don't even have to look at the rest of that. All you gotta do is look at that tree. Do you see any growth on that tree? I don't see no growth on that tree. That's basically a person that was like, nope, don't give a shit. And then it's in the reverse. It's even worse. I mean, I'm not gonna judge though. I'm just saying. Then we're gonna follow up with a Fool card in the reverse. And you try to act like it was other people's problem. I mean, that speaks for itself. And then we're gonna follow that up with a Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So now you're losing your Pentacles. Remember, you had a whole entire. Remember, I'll just show it. You had a whole entire King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Remember, Queen of Pentacles. And you just dropped down to a 9 now. You lost one. It means that you're not happy at all. You're just doing everything that you shouldn't be doing. You know what you was doing. And then you're going down to the Three of Cups. Because you still don't get it with the ancient arts. That's what that ugly being is. Still someone that practiced the ancient arts of voodooism. And then the all-seeing eye is like getting sick of it now. Like, tired of warning you. I'm not going to fill up your cups anymore. You know the truth. You're just not doing it. Now we're gonna mess her life up. Yep, and then back to the Ace of Pentacles. Looks like he was getting it. But you're really in a different age group in this stuff. You're approximately, I don't know, 80. But you could be doing it now though. This card should actually be way in the beginning. Like I would say, right before the Two of Swords. You could have gained your knowledge then from the all-seeing eye. And it's in the upright, so that's a good story. Yep, see, just like I said, in the upright, then the justice card in the upright. Cards don't lie. They just don't lie. Nope, they sure don't. So that's the easy story that you know that you got your pinnacle back, your ace of pinnacle. And you say, I'm keeping this thing. See? With the Four of Wands. Tells about a story that's a spiritual teacher, spiritual leader in the community, and is highly regarded as being undefeated by any foe. But you could be doing that now. See, and then you follow it up with your wish fulfillment. But you could have had that now. Could have had that now. But you could have the second one, the second Earth Angel, way sooner. But you're going to self-sabotage it. That's what you're going to do. That's what it says. That's what it says. And then the Ace of Swords speaks about the person that knew it, but just didn't care still. That they knew that knowledge. Then they get the Ten of Pentacles in the upright again. Then they start realizing, oh man, I do love that person. I'm sorry, I just couldn't let go of the other person because I knew I betrayed him and what I did to him. And then I held on for way too long in her life. That's what that represents. And then boom, the Hermit in reverse. The Lord tells her what to do. Go in solitude, pray, meditate upon it again. But she says to him, no, I'm okay. I don't want to. And what's the last card going to say? That you lost basically everything. But you held on to money, though, and sexual sin, what you always served. You didn't put down what you served. Your story is a simple one. The Father in heaven is saying that Jesus was guiding you the whole way through, but you chose to be in the darkness. You chose to be this way. So that you made your bed and you have to lie in it. So all the earth angels he sent to you, you betrayed him, so he took them away from you. See? It doesn't lie. You just got to be a reader, psychic reader. This person will know. They'll be a psychic reader and they'll be able to read this with me. They'll know that this doesn't lie. Any psychic reader that gets downloads right from the heavens. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys and just wanted to share that story for someone and make sure that people realize that you can have judgment. I just popped it open right like this. Right? You see the judgment card? I popped it open. I just basically went like this, opened it, and you can be at the Queen of Wands within the next, I don't know, 6 months. But it's at the time of the reading when you read this. And then I'm going to put the cards back together again and just open up the next part of it. See what it says. And you'll have your Eight of Pentacles now. But in the time of this reading, though, instead of waiting all the way to your age 70 to 80 to get the 8 or 10 of Pentacles, you can do it now once you get it. Because then, let's cover the cards up again. Stack them back up on each other. And let's open the end of this story. I was right at the Ace of Swords. What the heck? I didn't mean to say that. But I was also being led to show the Two of Pentacles. Your wish fulfillment. Your mirroring image. You could meet them now. You don't have to wait. Because if you don't, If you don't do it now, you're going to lose, because you're basically at the Two of Pentacles, and you went from the Two of Pentacles to the 10. Once you met your wish fulfillment, second wish fulfillment, but you chose not to listen to God, go into hermit mode, because that's what it means when he's down like this, when he's in the reverse. That means you heard the Lord tell you what to do, and you chose not to do it. And then boom, you go down to the Seven of Pentacles because you didn't listen to God. That's a simple story. That you could do all of this now, avoid all of it now. I hope this helps, because this was a very specific one. So God bless, and thank God. I'm always going to be here for you guys. Keep praying. Keep moving forward. And I think you will love it. Look at that. You're going to be a queen. You are a queen. Don't forget that. You're a queen. That's what Jesus said. Jesus is telling me to tell you, you're a queen, girl. You don't need this Seven of Pentacles. You need to be a queen up in here. Just look at that. Isn't that a 7 to the 8? Looks like you're going to get it. Looks like you're going to get this message soon. You're going to actually see this message, because the cards don't lie. And you're going to go right to the 10 of Cups. And you're going to fall in love with your second Earth Angel within the next, I don't know, week of seeing this. Because you don't want to go down to a 6, do you? Wait, let me put this in the back. You don't want to go down to a 6 of Cups, do you? You see how those are very vibrant cups? You see how these are very vibrant? The 10 of Cups looks way different than the 6 of Cups. But at least the 6 of Cups is not in the reverse, though. But you see that? Sorry that this is kind of loud, guys. I love that, though. That sounds beautiful. But I want to put this on for you guys. But you see what I mean, though? See how vibrant that looks, and how the 6 of Cups is like, nah, man, I get it, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do this, because I know how I am. And, you know, with the sexual sin thing, leads to death. Leads to your own death with STDs. Trying to save you from this. Are you going to pick death or your wish fulfillment? Well, second wish fulfillment. Because you can never take back the first one. There's no replacing that guy. That guy was awesome. See? You see what I mean with the strength? Are you going to be strong and do what's right? Or are you going to procrastinate about it and wish you could have did something about it, but you chose not to? See? See what that says in there? The backing of Christ with the calm water, being led to the waters, gaining knowledge of all the ancient arts of heaven, but choosing your way through sexual sin and becoming a harlot, letting the Jezebel spirit in when you couldn't speak of what your family did to you, and just years of the same thing with your sacral chakra that leads to your own demise and death. But it could be your strength. You have to make the choice. See? Don't you want your wish fulfillment? That cup? See the all-seeing eye? Basically Jesus. You see all the temptations of all the men that you chose to give your cup to? Yeah, they're laughing at you now. That's all they're saying to me. Yeah, she was stupid. It was easy to do what I did to her. She loved it. That's just, any reader could tell you that. Any reader. See? Don't you want to be in love, man? You know what I'm saying? Cards don't lie. Look. See all the pentacles you're going to lose if you don't listen to me? You see how you're going to basically be in your head about it? Do you see that your fortune starts to get better with the wheel upright? Good fortune with the person that just gets it now. See how beautiful you look? You're just an all-knowing, seeing God, beautiful before the sight of the Lord Jesus. You just get it now. But you go into the reverse again, and you start practicing the ancient arts of voodoo again. A high priestess one too, like an unstoppable type. Except for the earth angel you first met, he said. That's the only one that ever defeated you. And he said he's real proud of that too. He's like, you really were cocky. He said, please. He said, please, don't try that again. He's just laughing about it. He's straight up laughing about it because this is what's backing it up. Next card in the deck, the reverse King of Swords, man. You're living in the ancient arts of voodoo practitioners, and you think you can defeat an Earth Angel? Like, yeah, you weren't thinking straight. Yeah, because see, we back that up. When you are thinking straight, look at what you're doing now. Queen of Wands. He took all that great knowledge and became great, finally. So, you know what? I'm going to just stop doing the stupid shit, and boom. And then, but right back to losing your pinnacle, though, in the reverse. So you see the repeating pattern? Look, in the Four of Swords, it's a repeating pattern. Look, Three of Pentacles, and then the Tower. Look, the cards don't lie. They did not lie. And then we got this Tower in the upright, at least, because now you're getting it. That you wasted your time with your first Earth Angel. The betrayals you did were so deadly and so wretched that you chose to do your life much later. Instead of just forgiving, forgetting, moving on, no ill will towards your neighbor, no sexual sin. So you don't. And the next card is the Nine of Swords in the upright. At least you know what you're doing. And you reverse the curse, please. Can I please talk? So the Nine of Swords pops out, and you're still not getting it. It's not as bad, at least, as the Ten of Swords. I mean, you got one less sword. I mean, good job, but you're still practicing the dark arts of voodoo. And you're at the Eight of Wands, and you still don't care. And then you're in the Moon. At least that's in the upright, but you still don't care. Because you have all this ancient art knowledge of voodoo practitioner, and you think that you're hiding from that first Earth Angel, and you're not. He's seeing you from the clouds, he said. And he said that if you keep attacking people, he's always going to rat you out to the Father in heaven where you are and where you're practicing your dark arts. And he's going to psychically tell that man you're with that he's under a curse. And he needs to run. Because you actually care what you're doing to people. And you know it's a deep, nasty little art that you're doing to take Earth Angel's sacral chakra energy. We're following that up with the Empress in the reverse. Cards on live. So you know what you're doing to an actual Earth Angel. The second one. So yeah, I could basically tell you at the end of the story, Jesus is not going to be happy. Yeah. I mean, because I could be here all day, but the story fast forwards to her finally hitting the Empress status 10 years from now. Meets her for her second wish fulfillment. Okay, I'll just fast forward it. You meet your second wish fulfillment. You hit with judgment because you still haven't gotten over what you did to the first one. And then you get the Three of Swords. And then the Seven of Cups. Because you just can't get over it. Because you did some deep betrayals that you have never told anyone. And then the Four of Pentacles, you lose it all. Followed by the Four of, and then the next card I hate looking at, it just pisses me off. Then the Four of Chalices. Like, bro, in the reverse? I mean, on the upright, I'm sorry, but that's no better to me. Because they're in the reverse in the picture. No, this isn't the reverse. What am I? Bro, I guess I am blind on. Jesus, help me, Lord. See, I don't like this card in the reverse, man. Like, when you see the Death card, do you want to see that in the reverse? Because I don't. And then you go into the Ten of Swords in the reverse, man. And then the Hierophant, and the King of Swords in the upright. Then the Magician in the upright. See why I was concerned? And then the Five of Swords in the freaking reverse. Meaning that you learned all that to be evil. The knowledge of God, you're trying to use it for evil? Not smart. The Lord is telling me that wasn't brilliant. Then the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Cards don't lie. Six of Wands in the upright. Still practicing the ancient arts of voodooism, but a really good practitioner and healer and all. You can heal yourself from attacks from angels because you learned from the first one. Because he could defeat you easily and you didn't like all that. And then the Six of Swords, still doing evil to people. At least you try to come out of it. At least you knew, because I could see where the darkness is in that. But the calm waters, but the dry barrenness of all the sexual sin and the STD makes you barren and you can't have children. Trying to help you. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I mean? That's what that angel said. Don't hate the player, hate the game. That's where it's what he said. And you want to fall out of the kid. I can't say that word of chalice in the reverse. Look at all that greenery and growth, and you gonna throw that away for what? What you gonna throw that away for? King of Swords in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So you loser again. You had it, but you lost it. Same thing. Just couldn't say what you did. Eight of Swords in the reverse. You just kept going with it. Same sexual sin. Same like sadness, like a deep sadness of knowing what you did, right? But you just couldn't, because it was such a deep betrayal that you just can't tell anybody about. But I could see it as a reader through the eyes and the lenses of the Lord. But I'm not going to say anything to anybody because that wouldn't be right. But you know what you did to this earth angel. Because it says it in the cards. Any reader will be able to tell you. I just don't want to say it out loud. The Seven of Swords in the upright is someone that's getting you now. But you wait a lot of years. And then, of course, you go to the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Someone that gets it, but just stop giving a crap again. That's what all that dry, barren land is in the growth. And then it becomes calmer waters. And then the Two of Swords. I don't like the energy off this. And the Two of Swords. Calm waters, and then you gave up. You gave up. I mean, what I mean by giving up, you gave up on the voodoo crap. You started doing your life again, and then guess what? You became a star. Can't even fucking. And the next card is a Seven of Wands because you want to keep it. But you wait all these years. So in the timeline of the cards I pulled out earlier, the stack of cards I pulled out, you're a star, right? I mean, yeah, your star is up here. But the first card is the Nine of Cups in the upright. So the next card was what? The Ten of Cups. So if you were at the Ten of Cups in the beginning of your timeline when you met your second soulmate, then you could have been a star right then, right? So that timeline would have made you avoid death, right? Think about it. Trying to save you with the Lord. So be in strength, knowing that the Father in heaven is right there for you. Because the strength card never lies. Because temperance is what you don't want to do. Hesitate. That's what you did to the first earth angel. Learn your lesson, it says. Because you have the Ace of Chalice to back it up. You have your cup fulfilled. You have the all-knowing seeing either. You know what you did and didn't do. Because you were in love, right? With your second earth angel. Because the love card was the next one. And come on, the cards don't ever lie. And then you still choose to betray even him. That's what that says right there. 5 of Pentacles. Is that what you want to do? Because you're trying to make your way to the first Earth Angel, and you couldn't tell the second one, how you truly felt about the first one, right? Because the cards don't lie. That's what the Chariot card means. You're making your way towards someone. Your wish fulfillment. It says it in the timeline. Your first one, though, because you realized too late that you had better fortune with him, right? But it was great. He's saying, but it was greener on the other side, remember? But then when you got there, just like he told you 3 months into meeting you, he said, when he's playing Destiny 2 with you, because he keeps bringing that up with me. You chose to throw it all away because you're being driven by your sacral chakra because someone violated you there and you didn't like it. Who would, right? And then the King of Swords is in reverse. Then the betrayal starts. One after the next. Right? Then you lose it. Then you have it. Then you lose it. Then you have it. Then you lose them. And then you get them. And it's a repeating cycle, man. Learn to forgive and forget. Because if you don't, it only leads to your demise. It only leads to death. If you don't learn your lessons now, your life will always lead to the same place every single time. Every time you find your wish fulfillment and you get judged because you do something that's a self-sabotaging betrayal because of how you were treated as a child by your family, especially your father. Something your father did to you cannot, will not, and it leads to your own demise every single time. Isn't that such a horrible way to live? Right? Because don't you just want to come up in the upright with the King of Wands now? I mean, right? So you don't have to go through the Two of Swords in the reverse? Because of all the hatred and the anger you're going through right now, is you want to learn in your timeline way deep in life just to be free of yourself? Because you are your own worst enemy. That's what the cards say. Your name starts with a K, I think. And you're 18. Could have lived in Florida. Yeah. It says it in this timeline too. About how you ghosted your first Earth Angel. But he already knew you were married, he said. He already knew you were pregnant. He already knew you were a liar. He already knew you were going to do these things to him, and he still stood by your side. That's why you can't let go, because you know what you did to him in the dark. Any reader could tell you that. But thank you, guys. I love you. And have a great night, and I really enjoyed this time with you. So let's end this out with some prayer, man. Right? Why not? Why not, right? Because you know how the Lord does when he's like, boy, he said, oh, I see what he wants me to tell you. Basically, I do the Bible kind of like how I do in tarot reading. And it stopped right on Jeremiah chapter 8, the peril of false teaching. That's basically what she's doing when she has the all-knowing knowledge of Jesus Christ, right? But she's using her knowledge in the negative way. She's basically a false teacher. Chapter 8:4. Moreover, you shall say to them, Thus says the Lord, will they fall and not rise? Will one turn away and not return? Why has the people slidden back? Jerusalem in a perpetual backsliding. They hold fast to deceit. They refuse to return. I listened and heard, but they do not speak aright. No man repented of his wickedness, saying, what have I done? Everyone turned to his own course, and the horse rushes into the battle. Even when the stork in the heavens knows her appointed times, and the turtle dove return to the cinder, the swift and the swallow observe the time of their coming. But my people do not know the judgment of the Lord. How can you say, where are wise? And the law of the Lord is with us. Look, return to the cinder. Look, the false pen of the scribe certainly works falsehood. The wise men are ashamed. They are dismayed and taken. Behold, they have rejected the word of the Lord. So what wisdom do they have? Therefore, I will give their wives to others and their fields to those who will inherit them. Because from the least even to the greatest, everyone is given to the covetousness. From the prophet even to the priest, everyone deals falsely. For they have healed the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, peace, peace. Where there is no peace, where they have ashamed, when they have committed an abomination, no, they were not all ashamed. Return to cinder. They were not all ashamed, nor did they know how to blush. Therefore they shall fall among those who fall in the time of their punishment, then shall be cast down, says the Lord. I surely consume them, says the Lord. No grapes shall be on the vine, no figs on the fig tree, and the leaves shall fade, and the things that have given them shall pass away for them. See, basically in your timeline, he's trying to prevent you from becoming with your trees with nothing on it, no growth, because you choose not to go with your second fulfillment, because you betrayed the first one. So then he says, why do we sit still then? Assemble yourselves and let us enter in the fortified cities, what the heck? And let us be silent there. And for the Lord our God has put us to silence and given us water of gall to drink, because we have sinned against the Lord, because he knew what you did to your first earth angel and he didn't like it, because you're trying to hide it and try to act like, and then you blame it on him. We looked for peace, but no good came, and for a time of health, and there was trouble. The snorting of his horses was heard from Dan. The whole land trembled at the sound of the neighing of his strong ones, for they have come to devour the land and all that is in it. So basically, you started getting it that you were a star at that moment. The city and those who dwell in it. For behold, I will send serpents among you, vipers which cannot be charmed, and they shall bite you, says the Lord. The prophet mourns for the people. And this is when you learn how to basically mourn for the people, because they don't get it, because you're a prophetess. I would comfort myself in sorrow. My heart is faint in me. Listen, the voice, the cry of the daughter of my people from a far country. Is it not the Lord in Zion? Is not her king in her? Why have they provoked me to anger? Which their carved images, which foreign idols? The harvest is past. See? Your harvest is past now. The summer is ended and we are not saved. You still haven't given your life to God yet. Still practicing the dark arts. For the hurt of the daughter from my people, I am hurt. I am mourning. That's just Jesus telling you, like, he's hurting for you. Why don't you come to him? Astonishment has taken hold of me. He's like, he knows you're a star and you have great things to do for him, and you're not doing it. He doesn't want you to go 50, 60 years of being barren, having STDs, and astonishment has taken hold of them, of me. Is there no balm in Gilead? Is there no physician there? Why then is there no recovery for the health of the daughter of my people? Basically saying that you get it, but you don't care. You're being evil and you don't care. Oh, that my head were. Oh, this is in 9 now. Jeremiah 9. Oh, that my head were waters, and my eyes fountain of tears, and that I might weep day and night for the slain of the daughter of my people. Oh, that I had in the wilderness a lodging place for travelers, that I might leave my people and go for them. I mean, it's basically like a tarot reading. So I'll fast forward all the way to the part where it says, I will make Jerusalem a heap of ruins, a den of jackals. I will make the cities of Judah desolate without any inhabitants. That means Jesus is telling you if you don't do what he says, he's going to make you barren for the rest of your life. And that's all in Jeremiah 8 and 9. See my reading first and then back it up with the word of God. You'll see. It'll match. But I love you guys. Have a great night, and I miss my soul tribe. Oh, you guys are awesome, man. I swear I can feel y'all. You know how many times they try to stop me from getting that out? Like, see how my voice is all better? All these attacks, like they think I'm going to stop there trying to focus on what they're doing. The trick is stay in the clouds. They can't even snipe you from there. I can snipe them, though. And I will. But anyways, love you guys. Have a great night. And that was beautiful. I love doing that with you. That was fun. Love you. My soul.